Right. Continuing. Okay. A little bit late, but so we had configured our topology. There we have it. Um, I was discussing the issue to do with the routes. What does the router know? And the need of configuring static routes or dynamic routes using different protocols, OSPF to be specific with respect to this course. I can show my route angle using this command, display IP routing table. That command is used to show the routes that I have. So I'm on R1, although Oregon's R6, this is R1. Okay, so this is R1. So if I display a routing table, display IP routing table, right? If I display that, what do I have here? So a routing table is a table which basically shows us what does the router know. So router one radio zvarinozviziva, it knows this network 12.0 and 12.0 in it, this interface configured to it. So if I can put this side by side, can I? Okay, right. So this is router number one. Then network 12.0 and do it on this side, 12.0 and do network in Pana. And this interface 12.1 and the interface in Pana gig Ethernet 003. Then on this side, we have 13.0 and 13.1. Doma interfaces are Pana. Then we also have this is a loopback address, uh, default loopback address, and configure on this specific router. And that is what the router knows. Kana network isipo routing table, what it means is that router will not be able to get to that network. So in this example, you can see Panama networks are missing already. Maybe let's be visual. China. So network is 10.0.12.0 slash 24. Then here we have another one. Let me put another one here. So we have 10.0.13.0 slash 24 on the network file. Then on this side, we have another network with 10. So we have 10.12, 10.13. Then we have 10.23. So this is 10.23. Then it's 23.0, probably slash 24 as well. Right. So my network sending our I. Routing table yedu R1 what it's showing us it's ndinokwanisa kusvika panetwork ichi ndokwanisa kusvika panetwork ichi ndozvega zviripo panapa handikwanisa kusvika panetwork ichi. Why? Because haipo parouting table. If you want to get there, you then have to configure a static route. So ndo static route, I think the only one that shaisa. So we're going to add this static route to this destination, a static route to this destination, 10.0.23 dot 0 slash 24. How will we do that? To configure a static route, we've displayed this. A route to the network where the interface resides, a host route to the interface. We've touched on that. We are not going to do the loopback, right? Configuring static routes. This is how we do it. We're in the system view, IP static routes, static, IP route static. That's the command. Excuse me. So in the pinup system view, IP route, right? IP route. static. Right. There's a question mark. What follows? Destination network, default preference. I think we did this. Preference is used to see which route will be preferred if we have two routes to the same destination. Selection rule. What is that? Topology. Let's deal with our static route for now. So the language that would selection rule will deal with that as we go. So the destination network, destination IP, kwatida kuenda ndikupi from router number 1 to the network irapa. So we want to go to 10.0.23.0. We'll put another question mark. Length of the IP mask. So network here is /24. This is the same here. Here, like I said, 32. If you get 32, it basically means you are trying to get to an interface, a host /32. If I put, there's a difference. So my networks here, I think there's something like this. Can I do this? Right. So if I want to get to a network, in this example, I have a network here 10.0.23.0/24. If I want to get to this network, static route rangu, that's a network. But if I want to get to this interface, for example, this interface is probably 10.0.23 dot, not probably, let's find what that is. It's router number 2. It's router number 2 interface 004. So router number 2 interface 004. It's the address is let me see .2. So this is .2. The IP address is like this, but this is an interface address, or it's a host. This is a network, two different things. So if I want to get to this network, I use /24. But if I want to get to this host, I don't use this. I use /32. Those are the rules. Those are the rules. If I want to match a host, then all bits have to be 1111111. I think you get the idea. So here they were trying to advertise the host, what they were doing here. I don't think networking differs that much. Right here, this is an IP address. Let me see if they advertised the network at some point. I don't think it differs that much. So this is the host being advertised. /32. This is /32 host. This is ping. Okay, no network was advertised at any given point. Let's just I think let's try to be curious. Let's advertise a network instead of a host. /24. Then what else? Exit interface. For static routes, is either you advertise using what we call the exit interface or the next hop route. So if I use the exit interface, no concessions at this interface or this one, these two interfaces, or I can use the IP address of this interface or this interface. In the example, you can check address up. We have configured my IP address. Let me see, first static route. Right, address where are we in Africa? Here. Address it. So here they used the next hop IP address. You can either use that or the exit interface. So with this one, I'm going to use the exit interface. Let's use gig Ethernet 003 and see what happens. Gig Ethernet 003. Mm. All right, let's put no preference, no anything. Right. Route redo if I say display IP route, display route, what else? How do we display the routing table? Display IP interface brief, display routing table. You can start a meeting. How do you display the routing table? Display IP routing table. Let's display IP routing table. Right. Right. So you can see now we now have rectangle pattern base route ready, routing table ready. You could see that zvese zvanosipo izvi. I think this okay, this one. Iyi yanga isipo iyi. Network irapa iyi. Right. The reason why, because that's a remote network. It's not directly connected. So for the router to know that network, you need to configure it statically. So that's a static route you configure. It's for this network 10.023/24. Then you can see the protocol is now static one up. You can see the preference 60, but static routes and a preference is 60. My direct routes and a preference is 0. The lower the preference, the more it is preferred. Is that the case? Or the higher? No, it's the low. Right. Or higher. It should be a higher preference. Because in Huawei, I think static or SPF, it should be lower. The lower, the more preferred it is. Excuse my confusion. Right. So now that we have network here to advertise, let me see if we can ping my devices in this network. So let's try to ping this device G004, address G004. Let me see, address G004. I hope you're following. I hope you are. I might seem a little bit all over the place. It's because Huawei zanza kuti bude mshoro pichana. Right, 004. But if you understand networking, you understand networking. Hapana zinaonyesha siyana static. So let's try to ping that other interface. Quit ping. Still not getting anything. So even if we advertise the network, we are not getting anything. That's weird. Probably a little different with how we advertise my networks with Cisco. But let's advertise the interface as it is. So system view, let's advertise the interface as it is, like IP static route. Instead of 24 here, let's have 32. Interface redo, it was .2. Why advertise my interface? Why not my networks? Static route. That's weird. Right, so route redo rapport, display IP routing table. Now I have two routes. So this is the new router that I say. This is the new router that I say. So we now have on R1, we now have this network 23. This I host 23.2, which is the IP address of the interface irapa. So now that pop out in table ready, let's try to ping again. See if we are successful. Manage with this ping system view. Nothing again. Weird. My engineer, come through. Why is why are we not able to ping here? So let me try to ping. You can now unmute. Usually we do. So R2003, we can ping that. R2003, this one we can ping that. It's a directly connected network. Copy. Mm, let's ping this. Okay. From this device. R2 doesn't know the network. Okay, route radio accepted config over now. So from this, I know this. Then from this, okay, show IP route. Yeah, display. You can unmute Timbon's way. Why is our network not working routing table? Then from this one, we know 23 directly connected to 12, and this one as well. Okay, display device brief. These are the app, everything working. Mm, do I necessarily need to everything? 10.1.2, 10.1.3. I don't think we need everything. Test for connectivity. It's still not working here as well. Test for connectivity, yeah, it's working. Ten zero one one. Okay, let's have all of them. So on this one, let me advertise all my networks, my interfaces areas. Let me see if there might be something that we're missing. So from R1, share one, another anything. Murumbona usually take away episode ground. Yes, 32. Give Ethernet. Yeah, so let me advertise this one, 23.1. Let me use the exit interface. Next hop, R3G001. Hello. No, R3G001. R3G001. I think I asked between Mutreya with my networks, did anyone try to do these networks? Right. So if I want to get to this, No. I'm gonna try the OSPF. Okay, so let's advertise from this one. System view, IP route, static. IP routing table. I'm looking for the command for static route. Is IP route static. IP route static. Route static. Right, which network do I need? This is R3. So from R3, I want to get to this one. 10.0.12, 10.0.12. Cannot advertise a network. It's weird. Let's start with the network first. Via the exit interface, big Ethernet is 001. Done. We've changed the current number is 3. We change loop. What? And let's also advertise. Okay, that one is advertised. Then from this router, we advertise 10.0. System view, the key route static. Alright. So from this one, R2, we advertise the network 10.0.13. That's the 13, 10.0.13.0.24. It's this network. Every day is from Gig Ethernet 0.03. Go back to our pin 12.2. And 23.2. 10 dots, 0 dots, 23 dots, 2. Still nothing.
So,
Yes. Okay.
I just wanted to confirm something.
Yes.
Kuti patinenge tichiisa ma-static routes up, isn't it kuti we also have to advertise for the other route kuti rikwanise kuona route 1 since tinoda kuti tipinire
Yeah.
G004 tiri muroute 1.
Ndo zvangandotya kuita but ndo zvangandotya kuita pakandotopinda mune mamwe marouters aya but it seems
Routers.
but it seems it's not working but uh, I think regarding this display IP route, you can see my routes is up or display IP routing table. So this is the first router ready. Can I talk about router one here? Router one in network inozikanwa iri 23. Ndoyega isikuzikanwa nerouter one according to me. In network ishi. So static route to that network iripo iri. Right. Then ndikaenda router 2. Okay, go there. Display IP. Right. Ndikaenda router 2. Network isinozikanwa router 2 ino iyi 13.0 iri. Yapo. The same ndikaenda router 3. Oh, excuse me. Okay, display IP. routing table. For router 3, network yanofana kuadvertise and iri apa. So 10.0.12.0
12.0
iri pakapa iri apa. Pamusoro. So iripo futi. So it means marouters angu ese. It basically means, for example, kana ndiri parouter 1 panapa, ndikaisa static route network iyi, it means I should be able to get to that network. Zvisinei nekuti advertise on the other end here kana kuti harina, I should be able to get to this network. However, I am not able to get to that network. Probably one or two things that I missed, and probably I won't have time to go through them. And I have to end session here with that. That said, ndakusiyira maybe I need my routes are configured. Pane connectivity between all the networks ziripo. It might be an issue a syntax because I'm advertising my networks and here they're advertising my host. But I highly doubt. It might be something else. But I hope you do get the logic. Let's configure my static routes on that one. My interface, a loop back, not much of an issue. We can leave that one. Let me see. R1 network iripo. Okay, so this is direct. Static. Flags RD 10.0.13. Network issue. Loop back. 10.0.13. Do some network here. 10.0.13. Okay, let's have time. We're gonna open deep into a very huge and dark hole. I'll leave this at here. Ndura lab complete. You just save. Let me see, how do you save this? You just save. I'll share a link. You could drop the files. Chamungo chinja for the sake of uniqueness. Todoti mchinje maruta aya. I hope you are listening. Maruta aya dota chinje mazita. Isa mazita. Isa one of them is a startup. I think let's change this one. So system name pana Unisa startup. That's how I identify my routers. So you just configure my IP addresses or more configure static routing. I need connectivity between my networks. What we're trying to do is to get this interface here or this router to ping interface here. Unfortunately, we didn't get there. I'm not sure why, but we didn't get there. So that's your work for tomorrow, end of day. I think we should be done. Any questions? Any questions? None. Thank you very much for your time. Danko, how do I stop this?